Okay, so let's get right into it. So this first algorithm is quite simple. All we have to do is just print all numbers from 1 to 255. Now, we could just console log, and this is written in JavaScript. We could just console log all values from 1 to 255 manually. But that's the whole point of algorithms, is so you don't have to do this type of thing. You can simply just write a loop. So I'm going to use a while loop, which I think is better implementation than a for loop here. So I'm going to set a start equal to 1. And then I'll say while start is less than 256. Then I want to do something. While start is less than 256, I want to print it. So that's console log print start. And then I want to add to start. And now we'll see what we get. Okay, so it looks like it worked. We got all numbers from 1 to 255. Okay, so now let's jump into this second algorithm. We're just gonna print the odd numbers from 1 to 255. So similar to last time, we'll set a start equal to 1, and we'll do another while loop. While start is less than 256, then we want to do something. In this situation, we'll need a conditional, which is we don't want to print even numbers. So we'll say if start is, and this is called the remainder operand, in which it basically returns the remainder of something. So if start's remainder divided by 2 is not equal to 0, because any number divided by 2 where the remainder will be 0 would be even, right? If that's the case, then we want to console log that start value. And then outside of that code block, we want to go ahead and set start equal to start plus 1. And let's run that. And as you can see, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all values have been printed. Only the odd values have been printed from 1 to 255. Okay, so now we have to print the sum of all values from 1 to 255. And similar to our last two algorithms, this one requires a start at 1, but this time we also have to create a second variable called sum, in which we'll add our start values to. So again, while start is less than 256, this is what we want to do. We want to set sum equal to start. No, we'll say sum plus start value. We'll say start equals start plus 1 to let it continue. We'll print the sum. The final number we get is 32,640. Okay, so now all we have to do is loop through this array for our next algorithm. Now, in my opinion, the complexity has reduced a bit, but since we're using an array, we have to use a data set that we have no control over, and we're not just counting to a number. So we set our array variable. So we'll say let x equals 0. This is just the way JavaScript does it. And then we'll say while x is less than array.length, then we'll say x plus plus. And what do we want to do during that entire time? We just want to console.log array of x. And there you have it. All the values from the array have been printed. Okay, so now our final algorithm for this video, all we have to do is print the max value of the array. So similar to our last our last algorithm, we want to go ahead and set up the array variable. And this time we'll simply use another for loop. For let x equal 0, and while x is less than array dot length, and we'll x plus plus. But this time we also want to set a max value equal to 0. And in this condition, basically we want to check if the max value if our current value is greater than our max value. And if so, then we want to replace our max value with our current value. So if max value is less than array of x, then max value equals array of x. And then from there, we want a console.log max value. Well, actually, this is a bad array because all the values just keep getting greater. So let's put a 25 in there. And there you have it. Once 25 is hit, it never gets greater. So those are some simple algorithms you guys can use for practice, and I hope they made sense to you. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. As always, I'm SoSoDev, and welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.